Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So here we all are today, and so I'm coming upon here with a new series for you all. So that series is all about that we will be taking some data sets, okay, and we'll be completely training, modeling those data sets, applying out some machine learning algorithms, finding out some insights from that data set. So this is all what we are going to do into these particular series which we have started it from today, right? So is it this particular specifically focused over all the data science students who are learning data science, who want to practice about the data science data sets, right? You want to analyze those and you're not even getting the proper way that how to do so or some things like that. Even I will let you know about all the things which are over here. We'll slowly and gradually start learning all over about Python also. You'll be learning about lots and lots of things about data science, about analyzing, about data analysis. So this is all what we will be doing up, right? So this is what we are going to do up further into this particular series, which is going to start up from today. Okay. So I won't waste out a lot of time. I'll just introduce to you that what data we are taking, okay, and generally what IDE I am using, what you can use, what you cannot use, each and everything I'm going to let you know. Okay, so let's get started up here very quickly. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you what IDE are we actually using out. So I'm going to use up here the IDE, which is your Google Collab. Okay, I'll tell you about Google Collab. What is it? So give me a second just. Okay. Fine. So actually Google Colab, this is one of the IDEs which helps you to write down the Python, data science and your machine learning codes. Actually it is that kind of an IDE. Give me a minute. Great. So see here what is it is written about the collab, that what is actually a collab. It is a collab, use a collaborator, your wish. So it helps you and even it allows you to write and execute out the Python programs into your browser. And what features it is having a zero configuration required. You do not need to access the GPUs free of charge. You will get that. And even you are having a very good easy sharing link as well to share out your links or your particular notebooks with anyone else as well, right? So this is what is Collab all over. So what I'll be helping you out with, I'll be helping you out with that. What is it all about and how to go ahead with working about the Collab and everything, right? So what I'll help you. First of all, Collab, I'll explain you the features. What are the features of a Collab or generally how we can work over that. Fine. So first of all, this type of like window is going to appear for you, right? You're going to go and click over the file option and you just simply click over the new notebook option. Okay, so once you click over the new notebook option, a new tab will open up for you, and into that particular new tab, a Google Colab notebook will start opening up for you. So this is if you have used the Jupyter notebooks previously for data science, for Python, or for ML, you might know about Google Colab also. It's just that same kind of a notebook. Here you are having a lot of options for writing up your cells and everything. Fine. So how to work over this? It's pretty very simple. You just have to first of all go and click over this connect button. Okay, this connect button, it will actually connect up to your internet. It will connect up to your generally to your I'll say the server and everything, right? That is what it is all about. Next, second thing is that here you can first of all rename up your notebooks for whatever the data set or for whatever you are using of this particular notebook. You can rename up this particular notebook, right? As for our this particular video, we'll be using up a data set which is a Titanic data set. Okay, that's not the one which is present in the Seaborn library. It's not that one. We are having a separate Titanic data set which we'll be analyzing. We'll be applying up a lot of machine learning algorithms. We'll be testing, training up that all about. We'll be further doing up into this particular one, right? So into this now, further what I'll do, I'll just rename this out. I'll just write Titanic underscore data set. Okay, that is what I will be doing up. Fine, Titanic dataset.ipynb. Now, this is the place where you write up the things. Okay, this place where you write up the things, that is known as a cell. Okay, first of all, this is the thing. Secondly, you are having up the options for here. First is for your code, next is for your text. Okay, two options here are available anytime for you to use those out, code option and the text option. Fine. So whenever you want to make up a new cell for writing up anything or for any of the stuffs, you can just simply put on this code option. Okay. Whenever you want to write out anything, just click over this text option. Fine. So that is what is this code and the text option. These two options are helping you out. Now, text means that I need to write out that what am I doing onto this particular notebook, right? What am I going to do, what I'm supposed to do, and each and every single thing over there, right? And if I click over this file option, now here I have a lot of options for me to go ahead with. Okay, I can open up a new notebook here, right? I can upload up any notebook. I want to rename it. I want to delete this notebook, right? We are having a lot of options over here. Downloading, maybe sharing it onto GitHub, and each and everything options you're having. Right now, the best thing which is there in the Google Colab, that why am I using it actually? Because the reason is it automatically saves out your Python notebooks onto your Google Drive. Because that's the main issue many times that comes that generally we don't have that option for, if let's say I'm going to somewhere and I want to show that code to anyone other person, right? So in that case, what's the issue? The issue is that it might happen that I'm not able to show that code because I don't have the access, right? So now this issue doesn't come to the Google Colab because it automatically saves on your notebooks to the drive. So in your drive, you can access it from mobile phone, you can access it from laptop, your desktop, anywhere, anytime you can access this up. That's one of the best things which you can get up into your maybe Google Colab, right? Second is your sharing option. Sharing means it provides you up a link. If you just go and click over the share option, the share notebook button, it provides you with a link, and that link you can further share with any person. If you want me to check out your codes or if any problem is coming, you can just share this link from here to me, and I'll be very easily able to check out your code and verify that, and maybe suggest you out if anything is being maybe put down over here, right? So that is what all is this particular, I'll say, this Google Colab all about. Right now, I will be telling that what is that we are really going to do into this video. So we are actually gonna use up some of the Titanic data set. Okay, I have three of those. I have one is for the test, one is for the train, and we have some passengers data set also. Slowly and gradually, when you proceed in the further videos, I'll help you out with all the data sets. But for now, I'm going to use up only one single one. I'm going to click over this upload option. Okay, this helps you to upload up your data from your desktop or from your local machine. And I'm going to use up this train data set. Okay, I'm just going to click over this train and I'm just going to do that particular. Now see here, train.csv, that is my data which has been uploaded for me over here to check it out and to go ahead with. True. Now with this train.csv, that has been uploaded. Now till the time you're not going to upload this particular data set, you won't be able to work with any of the data sets onto your Google Colab notebook. Okay, into our local machines this doesn't happen, but if you're using any online IDE, maybe if you're using Google Colab, so that is very important for you to use up this train.csv data first of all and upload it onto the Google Drive, and then only you can work with that, right? I'm going to close this from here, and then we will basically start out with the writing of our code. I'm going to zoom in this a little bit so that you are clearly able to see what I am trying to write up, and I just do like that. Perfect. Great. So libraries that we will be using up the NumPy, we'll be using up Pandas, we'll be using Seaborn, Matplotlib, all of those libraries we'll be using up through, right? Even I'll be introducing you to one of the new libraries, that is PyLab library also. Okay, that is basically a part of your Plotly library. I'll be introducing you to PyLab also, so that you can very easily work with that particular thing also, right? So I'm just going to first of all start importing up my respective libraries, whatever are there. So I'm going to write import NumPy as NP. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Simply I am importing up my NumPy library, giving it a short name, that is NP, right? Next is I am going to use up my second library, that is my Pandas library. Import Pandas as PD. Okay, so second library is my Pandas library that I am using. Now I'll tell you that how we can write up the text as well. So I'm going to click over this text, double click maybe here. You need to put a hash if you're writing any heading. Okay, and inside that we'll be writing something. So I would just like maybe simply give a heading that importing the libraries and data set. Let's say that's a very simple sort of a heading. If you want to make it small, increase the hash. As hash you are going to increase, it will automatically become that small. Okay, so importing the libraries and your data set like this. Okay, and hit out enter. So now what you have got, you have just got a heading that is importing the libraries and your data set. Under that particular heading, you are writing up your complete note, right? Now, it is always a good practice in data science to generally write down what you are about to do. Okay, maybe sort of comments always helps us a lot in the data science for any other person as well, or for the viewer as well to check out what code you are writing, or maybe what are you planning to do into this particular one. Which it's always a best practice to write down that particular thing as a maybe comment or something. Okay. I'll further help you out as well that how can you put single comment, how will you put multiple comments. So each and everything I'll be discussing slowly, gradually and further. So for that, what you have to do, you just have to watch out this complete playlist also, right? Because you can't miss out anything in the playlist. If you have missed out, maybe you can get some sort of errors or something at the last, maybe some sort of that, what is that going or what is this going, some things like that, right? So that is one of the things which could be done. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to write import PyLab. Okay, PyLab is my library. Import PyLab as PLT. Okay, import PyLab as PLT. So PyLab is as well one of my library which can be used out for visualizing appear stars. You might have heard about the name which is EDA. True. So EDA stands for your exploratory data analysis, right? So whenever you have to do that EDA, this PyLab, this Python lab, PY for Python, lab for laboratory. Okay, so this helps you to very easily generate some very good type of plots which can be very much useful for your data analysis, for your EDA, and which can be very good for your visualization purpose also. Okay, so that is the reason we are using this PyLab here instead of a Matplot or Seaborn. Further, we'll include Matplotlib and Seaborn also. That is not a worry at all. Okay, great. Fine. So this first thing is done. Okay. Now it can be done in two ways. See what we have like learned up till now. We have just like simply whatever other videos you have got or something. I've just seen that simply they import up the libraries, and after that what they do actually they simply start importing up your try and check it and try and checking out the number of rows, number of columns, infographics, the describe and everything of that data sets, right? But no, I am going to help you out with a little different way. That what's the different way or how differently you can do this particular thing. I'm going to help you out with that particular thing. I would first of all try and fix out that what can be my figure size or the size of my figures or the size of my plots, which I'm going to make up further into my complete data analysis. Now this thing is done whenever you want that you should have a fixed size of the plots to be made out. Right. It is done when maybe you're just simply globally or by default you are setting out the matplotlib figures that okay this should only be the my figure size or something. Right. That is the thing. So I'm just going to use that PLT dot. Okay. I will be using RC, that stands for my rectangle. Okay. PLT dot RC, and in the bracket I am going to give up here as figure. Fine. Comma. Now I'm going to set out a figure size for you. Okay, so fig size. Okay, S-I fig size. Okay, and figure size I would set let's say that is 10, comma 5. Okay, that's fair enough. I can just set it as length and the width. So length is my 10 and width is my 5. Width should not be so much broader because otherwise what happens that the plots actually stretch out a lot. So it creates a problem in understanding the exactly what a plot is trying to tell us, what the plot is exactly trying to depict us. Right, so in that particular case, this 10,5 is a thing which you have to make sure that you are doing that very, very, very clearly. Okay, getting down, I had set down the default size of my matplotlib figures. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just put a hash and I just try that set the global size of matplotlib figures, right? So that is what I'm doing. I'm just setting out the global size of my matplotlib figures. That is what we are doing up over here, right? Now I am gonna even tell that how many subplots I want. See, one thing is a plot, right? Plot is basically you can say one single bar plot, right? But many times it happens that you require some small plots also. Okay, you just require small plots also that are termed as your subplots. Fine. So those subplots are there. So now I am even gonna give out the dimensions for those subplots also. Maybe my length and my width, whatever it is, I just want to fix that out all over there, right? So I am just simply gonna set out the size of my matplotlib figures that contains up your subplots. Okay. So I'm just gonna write that, set the maybe set the size of my subplots. Right, that's what I just want to do over here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set out a variable, and to that I'm going to assign up the size of my subplot. So maybe let's say size underscore subplot. Right, I'm going to set down as equal to, and I'm going to write 10 comma 10. 10 is my length, and again that 10 is my width. Fine, pretty cool. Now if you have like seen about the histograms and the thing, so you might remember that histograms contains bins into them. There are some bins in the histogram, right? So we need to put down the size of that matplotlib histogram bins also, right? Because if you are putting that in the very starting, so every time whenever you are making that plot or whenever you are making up that data analysis, you do not need to set down those particular things. It becomes very easier for us to go ahead with and generally set down these pointers and make out our plots, right? So I'm just simply going to set down the histogram bins also. So I'm just going to write that size of histogram bins. Hit down enter. I'm going to write bin underscore size. My bin size I want to set, let's say, as 10. And that's fair enough, right? That is all done. What I did, I simply imported my libraries. I imported out what is the size of my figures, what size of my subplots, what size of my histogram bins. I had set down all of these particular things into this respective cell, right? I am going to run that out over here. And that successfully ran. We haven't displayed anything. We haven't used any print function anywhere, anything like that. So that is the reason we are not getting out any result, because what I did, I simply imported libraries. I have simply set down the size of my figures, I have set down the size of my subplots, and even I have set down the size of my histogram bits. That's what's all we have done into this particular video, right? So I hope you are pretty clear about this respective thing. First of all, about this Google Collab ID, which I'm going to use throughout this particular playlist, into about importing of the data sets and everything all over about. And I hope you are pretty clear with the importing of the libraries and the generally sizes and everything. Into the next video, we are going to see that about the importing of the importing of our data set, loading our data set, checking out the columns, the rows, and some info about that, about the like statistical things. Everything will be seen up into the next video. Stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to the channel up to now, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. See you there in the next video.